Honeybee Creations. In today's tutorial, I'm going to be showing you guys how to utilize a small Altoids box, such as, like I did with this one, aluminum, and I was just playing around with it, and it's kind of messed up. It's not like tutorial ready, but I decided to just go ahead and show you anyway because I actually came up with this idea years ago, and I wrote an article about it, and I'm just now kind of getting around to taking some of my ideas and putting them out there on YouTube, you know, for them to get a little bit more exposure of that, and to create some DIY projects. I'm having a little trouble speaking today. Alright, so let's get started. So basically what we're going to need for this project is an Altoids box, rubbing alcohol, superfine steel wool. As you can see, I use a lot of it, and a lot of my projects will use alcohol, steel wool, and paint. So whether it's spray paint or craft paint, we're going to be using paint. Rust-oleum's 2x flat black paint or any spray paint. Wood, metal, plastic, and more. Velvet lining, or like I've got some household shelf liner, index card. So let's get started. The first thing you're going to want to do is take your box and your steel wool and rub over the box. We're just basically rubbing off any oils, or we are going to get some of the ink off. Makes it easier to paint. So you always want to make sure that you're working in a well-ventilated area. If you're under 18, then I suppose you'll have to have your parents help you out with it, get the spray paint for you. If you don't have spray paint or you're not able to get spray paint, you can probably use craft paint. You'll just want to use light coats. You'll want to use the multi-surface like Martha Stewart makes. You'll probably want to use like a sealer of some sort first. You want to make sure you remove any dust from your work area, wherever you're spray painting. And just put the alcohol in the rag and just wipe the whole entire thing inside and out. Not only are we removing the dust particles, but any oil that might be on there. Also, with your spray paint, you want to make sure you shake it for 2 full minutes before you spray. So here we go. Real easy, just nice. First coat, nice and thin. I'm gonna let that dry. Okay, and we're back, and I apologize for the sun glare. This has been sitting for about 20 minutes. It is dry. Oops, I missed a spot. Guess I'm gonna go ahead and fix that spot right there. I'm just gonna wipe off any debris that might be there. Okay, and we'll let that dry. And usually what I do is it dries pretty quick, but I usually cover it up, especially if you're outside, so you don't get dust particles on it. So I'll just go ahead and use this plastic container that I was using to cover my lens. And we'll just create like a dome over it, just so it can dry, so that air can get through there. Okay, and we shall be back. Okay, and now I have the box. I have decided I am not going to bother painting on the inside. I realize that it's not important to paint on the inside. This is an optional step, but if you want to line it and then also have like a divider inside, you would use your cardboard or index card. Now we're just going to cut it, fold in the center, and then just look at it, eyeball it, and figure, okay, we're going to need about this much of it sticking up. So let's just go ahead and make a fold. So let's fold it one way and then fold it the other way. Marking on the opposite side to prevent having it mess up our front side. We'll just go ahead and outline the box. And then we'll just cut kind of inside the line, because you figure you're tracing from the outside, and the inside of the box is usually always a little bit smaller. So let's see, hopefully that fits. And of course, if it doesn't, just trim it down until it does. At least you have a little bit of a guideline. Like that. Okay, that's good. Place that inside. And of course, if you want to line it, you'll do the same thing. You'll just take your felt or whatever kind of liner you choose. I mean, this is a shelf liner. This is good for, like, if you want to put that in to keep a little bit of a protection. You could just make little dividers out of the shelf liner. Take a disc. Now this is a card reader, and I like to keep those in because they need to be protected as well. Okay, this is for the micro disc. And then I can use this as a separator if I'm really picky and I want to keep my disc nice and protected. We just cut some of those. Okay. I can also line the inside with the shelf liner, which is super duper easy. Take our little paper sheet out. Use that as a guide. Put that in the lid. You can use like a little bit of double-sided tape or something to keep it down. And then if you want to line it with the velvet, I definitely would glue this down to keep it in place. And we could put that in there in the bottom to make it look nice. Put your separator in there like that. Then go ahead and put your discs in. On one side you have your camera discs, our little micro discs, in on the other side. Okay, and then again, if you want to protect your micro discs and kind of keep them from bouncing all around, just go ahead and get yourself another little shelf liner to stick in there. Okay, and there you have it. And close the box and everything nice and tight. I'm shaking it around, you can't hear anything jiggling around, so it keeps them nice and protected. And then also, like what I'm going to do, I'm going to doodle over this with Sakura gel pens. That was my intention in painting it black. I've already experimented and it does work. So I'm going to be doing another tutorial on that. I love utilizing boxes, of course. If you watch my videos, you're going to see that. I have a lot of crochet patterns coming up for camera accessories and different things like that. So if you like this tutorial, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and also leave comments. And if you want me to do more tutorials like this, yeah, have any questions, I always try to respond to every single question or comment personally. And so thanks a lot for watching, and don't forget to have a creative day.